this episode of the School Library Scoop, I am sharing a resource that will help you share important and current news and contemporary issues with your students without having to subscribe to and purchase a variety of newspapers and journals, which we all know as school librarians, it might not be within our budgets anymore to easily stay up to date with our nonfiction books and newspapers and magazines. So luckily, the state library has you covered. So I'm starting here at the South Dakota State Library homepage, which is library.sd.gov, and I will click on electronic resources. That takes us to our A to Z listing of those resources offered by the South Dakota State Library. And I'll scroll down here to our U section, which takes us to U.S. Newstream by ProQuest. Now you can see that it is suggested for public libraries and college and university libraries. However, this is going to be a really, really helpful research assistant for your high school students, your middle school students, and even your upper elementary students. So I'll click here, which takes us to the Newstream homepage, which looks like your basic ProQuest platform. And it gives a little definition here. So you can see that you can access full text articles from hundreds of local and national and international newspapers like the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal. It allows you to provide your students with reliable and up-to-date information that can be easily integrated into research projects, presentations, and even classroom discussions. So it also has local platforms, local publications, which I'll show you in a moment as well. I'm going to walk you through a few key features. It has easy search options, which you can see here. You have the basic and the advanced search, and a full text option as well. So this is like any other ProQuest platform. If I click here on endangered species, it's going to take me to a list of all of the news articles that it has on endangered species, which you can see from the top is a lot. And then you have all of these filter options down below to filter by publication type, by date, by source type, etc. So that is a really great way for your students who already have a topic to be able to look through and browse by topic and then cite their sources, read the full text. It'll take you to other things, other ideas that match your source. So fantastic way to start that research process if they already know what they're researching. The other way students can use this in the research project process is to look at the publications offered. So if you click on publications, you can see that there are over 1,300 that US Newstream has on its platform. And you can scroll through those alphabetically. You can also do a publication search. So because we're in South Dakota, I will look at Argus Leader to see if it has the Argus Leader. And sure enough, the Argus Leader from Sioux Falls pops up. If I click on that, you can see that it has today's issue, which is September 10th, 2024. And then I can go back through the days, I can go back through the months, I can go back through the years, and see all of the issue contents there. And then I can even search within an issue for articles. So that's going to be really handy for our more local publications and our more local research projects. The other thing that I really like about US Newstream is that it does offer some audio and video works. So I think that this could be a fun tool for starting classroom discussions and for bell ringers. For example, if I click on 60 Minutes, you can see all of these segments of their broadcasts that are short segments that you could incorporate into your lessons and activities and have your students use this as a prompt or a discussion starter or a bell ringer. So this is going to be a really great tool for you when you are working with your students on research. It's also going to help you collaborate with your teachers so that you can recommend this platform as a reliable resource for them to integrate into their lesson plans, especially when you're discussing things like media literacy, analyzing different perspectives on the same event. and just really helping your students stay informed and develop strong research and critical thinking skills. So they're using credible information here. It's up to date information, and then of course it's free through the South Dakota State Library. So if you haven't already, make sure to explore this source, explore US Newstream, share it with your teachers. I think it's certainly a game changer for accessing the latest news and contemporary issues without breaking your budget.